Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm going to let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in the between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with dun, dun, dun. Who is that? Crawford Apostolic? Oh, Apostolic. Okay, Crawford Apostolic, I think. Okay, welcome to the channel. Y'all show some love for the newest member to the Willie D Live channel, Crawford. We got Trouble Music Group. What's up, newest member? Show love, show love, show love, fam. What's good, KO? The Kid. Yeah, Ham Hock at it again, man. He at it again. Connie, what's up? What's up? Let's see. Got Jaden, Scotty, Texas Pimp. What's up? Let's see. Tyrone, what it do? Okay, fam. So check this out. So we got a new format going on right here. From 2 to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be going live every single day of the week. I will not be doing a series of videos every day any longer. I'm going to concentrate on bringing you guys the news and information, news you can use from 2 to 4 p.m. daily. So I'm going to recap everything that went down in the past 24 hours leading up to the time that I go live. All right. And some of the most compelling stories, let's put it like that. And let's get right into it. We're going to be talking about Jason Hamhock. He's at it again, hating on Shedeur Sanders as usual. This is what losers do, hate on winners. So we're going in on him today. We're also going to be talking about Donald Trump, your president, and Elon Musk. Donald Trump and Elon Musk, I guess the bromance is officially over. They're going at it again. We'll be talking about them. We're going to talk about Jasmine Crockett and the influence that she has on the Democratic Party in Texas, specifically right now. Houston, we got a hotly contested 18th congressional seat up for grabs. And Jasmine Crockett has picked her side. She's chosen the candidate that she wants to support. And some people are up in arms. They are mad that she has picked the candidate that she chose. I guess if she had picked the other side, they would have been mad. The other side would have been mad about that. But she picked a side, and people ain't having it in Houston. They are mad. They are some of her staunchest supporters are calling her out, saying that they're trying to now discredit her. There are people that are now trying to discredit her because she picked the candidate that their candidate is up against. So that's going on. And fam, we also got a disturbing news coming out of Maryland where another mother has been jumped. Another mother and a child has been jumped by a group of kids. What is the hell is going on with these kids today, man? Who raised you? Let's get into Ham Hock, fam. Let's get into this sucker. Let's get into him. Oh, man. This dude is one of the worst of the absolute worst. Hating on Shedeur Sanders. I mean, why would you hate on a youngster who is just out there on the grind trying to do his thing. He ain't getting no trouble. He ain't breaking no laws. He ain't being disrespectful to his elders. He not disrespecting women. He just going about his business. And here come Ham Hock. Oh man, this dude right here is absolutely one of the worst. He is one of the worst. And I wasn't going to do this, but I want to show you a picture of Jason Whitlock when he was younger. That's him? Yeah, fam. So allegedly he went to the doctor and, they did some type of plastic surgery to make him look more human. But that's him. Cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded. Just a crying shame. So anyway, fam, let's get into this story about this guy, man. This guy right here, man. He is among the worst of the absolute worst. Why hate on a young man that's just going about his business, taking care of business? Why do that? Why do that to that man? Why do that? Let's get into the story. Let me share this story with y'all. Let's see. I'm going to put that in there. Let's take this off here. Okay, I'm trying to add this story so you guys can see what I see. Let's see. Okay, I see what's happening. Okay, here we go. Okay, fam. So here we go. This is what Jason Whitlock said. I root against Shedeur Sanders unapologetically. He revealed why he wants Deion Sanders' son to flop in his first NFL start versus the Raiders. This is obviously a post that he made, some comments that he made before the game on Sunday, in which Shedeur came out on top. So it says, former sports analyst and columnist Jason Whitlock explained why he will root against Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders when he makes his first NFL start against the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday. The rookie quarterback got his first taste of NFL action when he replaced Dillon Gabriel in the second half of the loss to the Baltimore Ravens, completing 4 of 16 passes for 47 yards and 1 interception. With Gabriel still in concussion protocol, Sanders will start against a struggling Vegas unit in week 12. Check out what this sucker said, fam. I want him to flop because I think his success would send a terrible message to young kids that arrogance, radical materialism, bravado, entitlement, playing the victim card is all a good thing, Whitlock said. I don't want young people to think that, hey, I got to dress up like a rapper. I have to make rap songs. I have to buy big gold chains. I have to talk in a way that makes me sound ghetto, even though I've never seen the ghetto. Let me ask y'all this, fam. Has any of y'all ever thought about Shedeur Sanders? Have you ever thought of Shedeur Sanders as being ghetto? I know I haven't. The young man is just talking. I'm going to debunk everything this sucker said, fam, right here. So check this out. He says that he thinks it will send a terrible message to young kids that arrogance, radical materialism, bravado, entitlement, playing the victim card is all a good thing. Let's get into that so-called arrogance. They used to say that Muhammad Ali was arrogant. They used to call Michael Jordan arrogant, right? They called Mike Tyson arrogant. They called Floyd Mayweather arrogant. They called Denzel arrogant. They called every top black professional arrogant. They called Kobe arrogant. They called LeBron arrogant. Every black person who stands for something, who stands on anything, is arrogant. Well, Michael Jordan don't really fit that category, standing for something, but the others have stood for certain things at certain times. And they were all called arrogance. Let those guys tell it, let those arrogant guys tell it, that having that arrogance is part of what separated them from the pack. It was that arrogance that propelled them to greatness. You gotta think you the baddest man on the planet if you're gonna be a heavyweight champion of the world. You gotta think that you're the best. You gotta think you're the best rapper if you're gonna rap, if you're serious about rap. You gotta think it. I don't give a damn what everybody else is saying. I don't care who everybody else is pointing at saying that's my top 5, that's my top 20. If you're in this rap game, you better believe that you're the best. Otherwise, the fans are gonna sniff it out. Your fans, however many you have, whether you have 100 or 100,000 or 1,000,000, they want to believe that their guy is the best. And in order for them to believe that, their guy is going to have to believe that he's the best. So this whole thing about not wanting kids to feel that arrogance is somehow a part of winning is totally flawed. But Jason Whitlock wouldn't know anything about winning because he was a loser. He's never done anything notable in his life. He was a writer. He was a commentator. He flunked out on both. What is he doing now? He's in the type of business where you don't retire, where you expire before you retire. He's in that type of business. So how good is he? How good was he really? He should still have a job somewhere, right? Radical materialism. They said that Kobe Bryant was too flashy. They called Dion too flashy. But yet Dion is now considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest cornerback of all time. Do you understand what that means? There are 22 positions, 23, when you count the kicker in football. Throughout history, there have been 59 Super Bowls. So 59 years in football, professional football history. With all of the thousands of players who have played the cornerback position, Deion Sanders, the guy who Jason Whitlock despises, happens to be, no, he don't happens to be, he's that damn good. He was that damn good. The greatest, considered the greatest ever to do what he did. The only thing that Jason Whitlock has been accused of being the greatest at what he does is being a hoe. That's it. Being a fucking coon, a coconut. That's what he does. Dance for massa. He picks out black people who the system loves. He picks out black folks who they don't like. They, and you know who they is, who they are. They is anybody who don't like us. They. He targets black people, especially black males, who are despised by the system. If mainstream America say we don't like him, Jason Whitlock right there. Okay, massa, gotcha, massa. Ready to serve, massa. How can I tear him down? I'm right on it, massa. You know remember those cartoons when you watch cartoons back in the day? They used to go, and they be running, making them sounds. That's Jason Whitlock. Yes, sir, massa. I'm on it, massa. I'm ready to tear him down, massa. Ready to tear the next black man down. Who's next, massa? That's what he does. Look at this raggedy bastard. Look at him. You ain't got to hear nothing that come out of his mouth, fam. You ain't even got to know him. You can hear what he said about Shedeur or his daddy, Dion. And you can look at them and you can look at him and you can tell why he's so angry. That'll tell you why. He ain't got to even open his mouth. You can just look at him and tell why he's so hurt. Anytime Dion's name comes up, anytime the Sanders names come up, you can look at him and tell why he's so resentful. Look at his raggedy looking ass. Deion Sanders and Shedeur Sanders is everything Jason Whitlock is not. They're successful at what they do. They're handsome. The ladies love them. The men want to be like them. People like them overall. They're charismatic. Family. They're loved. People pull for them. They root for them. Jason Whitlock is not that type of dude. He's a nobody. When Jason Whitlock dies, he would be lucky if his own kids would be at the funeral. I don't even know if you have kids, but he'd be lucky if they're at the funeral, because I cannot even see anybody being proud to say, that's my daddy. That's my daddy right there. Who your daddy is? Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock, my daddy. I can't see it. You cannot, ain't no way possible you could be proud to say that's your daddy. Hell no. And what woman would lay up with him? What woman of value? What woman of integrity? And if she did, she ain't gonna say it proudly. She ain't gonna go out and say, yep, I gave him some, I'll give him some more. Jason Whitlock, he got all the markings of a trick. Look at him. You can tell, just looking at him, you can say, man, probably the only way that dude gonna get some, he got to pay for it. He gonna have to pay. I bet when he has sex, he be like, yeah, baby. Yeah, girl be like, Jason, can you just cut the lights off, please? No, leave mom, baby. I need to. I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. You ugly bastard. You big old fat fucker. No. Girls, he probably make the chick get right up out of the bed and start dancing. You like, no. Come on, fam. Come on, man. Get off the gas, bro. Get off the gas. I'm surprised Dion ain't did something to his ass. Because I for that long, say, man, that long, you running his mouth that long and then going in on his kids too? Now, Jason Whitlock need to be reprimanded. He need to be reprimanded. Yeah, see, what he's doing is he's hiding behind, he's using his hate for Dion and his son, and he's hiding behind journalism. He's trying to disguise it as journalism, but it's not journalism, fam. These are personal attacks. These are personal attacks. Because what Shedeur Sanders represent, what Deion Sanders represent, is everything that Jason Whitlock claims to represent. He likes to brag about people working for what they want, working for it. He likes to brag about integrity. He likes to brag about doing the right thing. Well, what the hell is Shedeur saying? You mean to say he can't have a personality? You mean to tell what all of those dudes, every time the dudes in the NFL score a touchdown and they do a little dance, are they arrogant? You want to take all of the dancing out of you want to take the celebration out of football, right? That the celebrations are part of the entertainment of football. Football is not just a game, it's entertainment. When we see Shedeur do this, we like that. We like that. Shut your ass up. We like that. Y'all talking bad about me. Y'all talking down about me. Shh. I just quieted you. Yeah, I just broke a record. I just broke the record for Cleveland Browns rookie players winning their debut football game. I just broke the record. Can I get an amen? Can I get a salute? Can I get a good job, young fella? No, not from him, because he's a hater. The dude is a bona fide hater. Ain't no way around it. This is not journalism, fam. This is not anybody can get it. I'm just doing my job. You know, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't call it all the way out. No, man. These are personal attacks. These are personal attacks, and they have no place in football. Look at this dude, fam. Let me open it up and put the full picture here. Y'all need to see, look at the crevices in his face. Look at this dude. Look at the crevices in his face. Look at him. Look at this dude. Look at him. That's why he hates Shedeur Sanders. Let me tell y'all something. First off, Jason Whitlock is letting his personal feelings do the thinking. He don't like the way Dion and his boys carry themselves. Okay. So now he suddenly wants a young brother who's out there grinding to fall flat on his face. That ain't analysis. That's emotion disguised as commentary. And here's the wild part, fam. Jason Whitlock says Shedeur needs to be humble. But failure don't automatically humble you. You know what humbles you? Coaching, preparation, film sessions, a teammate getting on your ass when you miss an assignment, wishing for somebody to collapse just because their confidence rubs you the wrong way. That's hate, man, straight up. Shedeur believes in himself, and that's supposed to be the problem. Tom Brady, you know, he liked to swing from Tom Brady nuts. Tom Brady had confidence. Kobe had confidence. Muhammad Ali had confidence. Muhammad Ali invented confidence. Elite athletes don't get to the top by whispering. They get there by slowly showing up like they belong. Showing up every day like they belong. But Ham Hock is ignoring all of that. He's ignoring the bigger picture. When Shedeur shines, it lifts the program for all of the players. And every young black quarterback watching him, they have to navigate in a world that ain't always built for them. Ham Hock want to preach community when it's convenient. But now he's rooting for that man to fail. He's rooting for a young black man to fail. Come on, fam. You know what his biggest contradiction is? Jason Whitlock loves talking about hard work, discipline, beating adversity. Shedeur is literally doing all of that every week. Under a spotlight most grown men would crumble under. If Jason Whitlock really did care about young children, young kids who are, and athletes in particular, young athletes in particular, he would be applauding Shedeur Sanders, not praying for his downfall. Jason Whitlock is everything wrong with Black America. See, he'll have you think that he's everything right. He'll have you think that he's one of the good ones because he has, a little vernacular. Because he went to school and got him an education. But you know how they say, fam. If you send a fool to school, he gonna come back an educated fool. And that's Jason Whitlock.